Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be proving that the 5-second rule is real. How do I make this transparent? Okay, whatever. Okay, so start off, we have back in prehistoric times, you had a bunch of cavemen, but like not much bacteria because it's like prehistoric bacteria and whatnot, you know, because they were still like so basically bacteria went up to the cavemen and said, yo, y'all have a lot of meat and we're starving, we're still trying to figure out this whole prehistoric place. And then the cavemen went like, well, have you tried hunting for your own food? And then they were like, oh, we didn't think of that before. Sure, we'll go hunt for food, maybe learn a couple things or two. Alright, so basically, they skedaddle along, kind of run out the door, and then the cavemen are like, no, you know. Alright, and then what starts to happen is that it's like metamorphosis or something, and so there's like a bunch of cavemen that start appearing because, you know, there's a lot of meat. Alright, and then the cavemen start like populating a lot because there's a lot of food. So basically, and then the bacteria gets back, and then they said, yo, what happened here? We said, well, we have so much meat that, well, we populated a lot of the places and stuff. And the bacteria was like, huh, that's strange. Anyway, we hunted for food, but we're still starving. Couldn't we maybe ration the steak and the food and whatnot? And then they were like, hang on. And then they were like, well, we could try, but there has to be a rule. Okay. Okay. Alright, and then alright, and then bacteria was like, what kind of okay. And then he said, what kind of rule? And he was like, well, I'm thinking that if our food goes spoiled, or we leave it out, or we drop it and whatnot, then y'all can have it. And then the bacteria was like, huh, if it does go bad, of course we'll eat it, but if y'all drop it, you know, y'all can still pick it up from the ground. And it was like, wait, you can still pick it up from the ground? I thought it instantly goes bad. And the bacteria was like, yeah, that's how it works. So how long does it take for it to spoil? It doesn't spoil immediately, or a certain amount of time. And then came in, we're like, you know what, we should have a rule for that. For a certain amount of time that we drop food, we have a certain amount of time to pick it up before it's y'all's. And then the bacteria was like, well, we should call it... The caveman was like, wait, I have an idea. How about it only lasts for like a couple seconds? So, 5 seconds? You know what? I like that name. We'll call it the 5-second rule. then it's settled. If we can't pick up food in less than 5 seconds, then it's yours. And so the cavemen came together, and then they came into an agreement. Shoot. They came into an agreement to split the steak, and if it's ever dropped, then yeah. So this is me proving that the 5-second rule is real. Share with all your friends and rate 5 stars if you agree. Thanks for thank you.